The other day I tried some crap. Yesterday I tried some real crappy stuff. I think the problem was I fixed it, and I'm gonna try this chicken again and see if it tastes better. And someone came back. First, we don't like it. He's just the diner. We just take the things at the diner. It's lacking salt. Yep, they're good. I'll eat them. Recordings. Dr. Jeff's on, Killer Kids, Dr. Pole, Undercover Boss, Hocus Pocus. Mythbusters. My neighbor's got a person I don't really like that much moved. Like the person that we had a problem, he just came back, and now he doesn't know it. But we actually since he's been gone for that long, we had new security systems to the house. So sometimes the security light goes off every time I move, so I'm used to it. But I think he won't be used to it.
Ever wondered why someone would go to the ends of the earth and leave them in the unknown?
Do attempt. No, I'm not attempting it. It says do attempt. Why do you do something?
Watching Discovery on Demand.
Give us a break. Don't try anything you're about to see us do at home.
On this episode of Mythbusters, let's go. The JD light up a festive myth that's tremendous.
All I know is this is going to make some little child really happy.
And lights on a tree cause it to burst into flames.
That looks so cheery now.
Then Cary Grant and Tori make light work of a heavy concept.
When does the time-space fabric start to weave around this?
When they investigate the possibility that you can flick a switch and turn off gravity.
Gravity?
Wasn't enough. Cary takes one for the team.
I don't know what I was getting myself.
Jellyfish.
To find out if vodka can cure the sting of a jellyfish.
Okay, now we can start the treatment.
Who are the Mythbusters? Adam Savage
I'm making a rocket out of meat.
and Jamie Heineman.
I'm so excited.
Between them were the
Little-
30 years of special effects experience.
That's what I'm talking about.
Joining them, Carrie Byron,
I'm a pinata.
Grant Imahara,
Dead.
Don't say anything.
and Tori Belleci.
Oh, yeah, that's fun.
They don't just tell the myths. They put them to the test.
What do you got?
Well, this one has been flooding my inbox. It is very popular seasonal myth, but I can't wait until Christmas to test it.
Okay, well, what is it?
Well, during Christmas season, we'll have your
So I do it. Nah.
State. The Seminoles score first.
All right. 4-3.
Hey man, I really appreciate that Patrick Price on my insurance, Jake from State Farm. Being a champ has its perks.
Here's the deal, Patrick. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Let me repay the favor with some field passes. Come on.
No favors, just great rates.
Okay, fine.
Fifth gear. What the heck's fifth gear?
I'll let you wear the ring, but only for a day.
When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. How about new?
No. No way.
Mythbusters. Pretty good, guys.
Come on. No.
Only Discover has no annual fee on any card.
Amazon Prime Day is back on October 13th and 14th. Save big on things for you, for each other.
This is pretty good. So I like it. It's pretty good, guys. Not much. Just trying some new food out. Trying something like try to see if this tastes like the iron it does. So it's up to you. How is it right now in the desert?
Ever wondered why someone would go to the ends of the earth and leave them in the unknown? Maybe a better question is, what are you waiting for? Pacifico's brewed foods who follow their own path. That's living life acres up.
Not much.
You're watching this.
Was on watching some on TV today, and they're talking about something called St. Thomas, Nevada,
Don't try
which is now known as Henderson, Nevada.
here what you call experts.
That's right. We do this for a living. On this episode of Mythbusters, Adam and Katie are all smart as they tackle a myth that's massive.
That's just the funniest thing I've ever seen.
They're getting ready to unleash the biggest boom in Mythbusters history.
Now he's off the ground.
Did a World War II airman survive a fall from 20,000 feet because an explosion
Nope.
on the ground pushed
I graduated.
Katie once.
Technically, I graduated last year.
Tori turned the spotlight and the lights were off. As they find out how to leave you with a lighter electricity bill.
Sugar and coffee this morning?
Nope, I graduated. So I do YouTube off and on lately a lot. So back in a second, I have to do something real quick. I have to do something real quick. I've been remodeling my headquarters, so yeah, things look a little different here. Back in a second. Air water.
That was heavy. Joining them, Greg Gyllenhaal,
Go get him, boy.
Tori DeLancey,
Somebody order some exploding peanuts.
and Carrie Byron.
Oh, God.
They don't just tell the myths. They put them to test. When it comes to explosions, the Mythbusters are king. They turn Twitter's torpedo. Try to spot a painting and detonator. And of course, they blew a cement truck to King Kong. That's all in the past, because now Adam and Jamie are about to plan the biggest explosion in Mythbusters history. There's nothing like starting with a bang.
Well, Calaveras County says it's
Wow.
okay. The quarry says it's okay. The police department and the bomb squad says it's okay. Can we blow this thing up?
No.
I'm back.
To tell a whole story first, like always. And this one began with a fan who wrote us about a story they read on a calendar hanging in their house. A world
Yeah, in college
fell
for
from a plane without a parachute, fell 22
Ooh.
feet into the glass room of the
That's not worse. My cousin got corona. My cousin has corona, and her boyfriend has corona. Me, I've been doing in college for.
Cruising at 22,000 feet.
Oh wow. Me, I'm just. That's weird. That's different. I've just been doing videos lately. Been doing book videos lately. Doing this book video called Beastars. It's pretty good. It's kind of like Zootopia, but cranked up to adultery. Sorry. If you ever want to, there's this book called Beastars. You should, if you have time, you should. It's on Netflix. You should see it. I've seen it. It's like Zootopia, but adult, like an actual version of it. And trust me, this guy was doing. This guy actually has more videos than I do of it. He did a video of it, and the thing is, though, the main character's grandfather is not what he is. Okay, his grandmother is, but he's not. And his grandmother, I can't really tell you, but there's this thing called the kiss of death. That's what happened. His grandmother kissed his grandpa, and grandpa killed her by, which I'm surprised because according to what it sounds like, the saliva and someone else it has is poisonous too. So I'm surprised that she survived the one thing that she had got done to so I have a kid. It's confusing, but trust me, it's weird. Beastars is crazy. Right now I read book 1 through 8. Now I'm putting all 8 books right now on my channel. I got chapter 1 through 5 done with, but I had a little bit of a mechanical problem with it. So chapter 6 and 7, I think chapter 6 and 7 I think we're done. Which I already got chapter 6 already done. I just have to get chapter 7 done, and I'll go to the channel. It's under everything about Beastars is under. I mean, anything has to do with Beastars is under the channel, under the playlist, under Beastars. Okay, that's what I'm kind of doing. So yeah, if you want to know anything about Beastars, you have to do that. And I've been to something else called Hasman Hotel lately, so that's pretty good too.
We want to focus on the large-scale experiment. We want you guys to do the bench tests for us, the small-scale experiments.
Aye, Captain. What you need?
Well, I want you to start with car airbags. Seems to be the best potential analog test bed. They're easy to get, easy to set off, and they might really be able to demonstrate that an explosion can cause deceleration in something heading towards you. It's going to be fun.
So to blast off with this myth, Harry and Tori are going to find out if a falling lead weight can be slowed down by an explosive charge from a car airbag.
I've set up a drop rig. Basically, it's just a quick release and full strength. And here I have a lead weight with my G-Shock stickers on it that go up to 100 Gs.
Book 1.
I'm going to do a quick test just to see
Good.
how violent the fall this is going to be. 3, 2,
Good.
1.
She got laid off.
See what we got.
But this is funny, okay? Recently, when I did the video, a while back, I mean, have you ever seen my video with the Stanley Steamer cars? Prior to that, we went to her union hall. They get paperwork, and they voted yes. Her factory's going back here in business this December. If everything goes as planned. Okay, in August, in July, she got lost job in July. According to what it sounds like. Pause this quick. According to what I'm hearing from the grapevine, the factory is going to be maybe reopening up in December. According to what they're saying, is they're going to open our factory up in December because we're the highest profitable factory in the state. Yeah, so that's going to be pretty cool. So go back to work. I went back to work 2 weeks ago, working 1 day a week at the church. Someone rented the basement of the church, which is surprising. Someone rented the basement, which is surprising to me. And that's about it. And besides that, pretty good. How are you guys doing right now in Vegas? How hot is it in Vegas right now? Because right now, at least right around here right now, it's been like in the 70s now. Today was 70. Yesterday was 80. Here's the TV studio reported 80 degrees at the studio, which is about 40 miles from here. So, yeah, how are you doing? Because all this bull crap around the world, and not for me, I'm just going crazy a little bit. Here, pretty good.
I guess they put that in there.
Wow.
And once that's done, our dynamic duo put it inside a miniature house to represent the train station of the myth.
How are we going to time this?
I'm just going to watch the ball fall, and at the point where I think I should ignite the airbag, that's when I'm going to do it. I mean, for this to even remotely work, it's all about the timing, so that's why I'm doing it by eye. It's very crucial to do it by eye.
With a plan as concrete
Okay.
as that, what could possibly go wrong?
In 3, 2, 1.
What the heck is that?
And now
6-4 here. Lately, it's actually been an odd spring here. It's been actually a really odd, it's really been real odd this fall. Unusual.
in 3, 2, 1.
Take 3 doesn't go much better.
3, 2, 1.
Hmm.
Oh, it might be a dud.
And after the fourth throw out, it's looking like the team need a plan B. Later, the biggest ever bomb on Mythbusters goes boom.
Jamie wants big boom.
But next, Carrie and Tori get some smashing results.
I was going to fall on a glass roof. I would not want bomb going off on me.
With the American auto industry, we delivered. We didn't do it to help wealthy investors.
Wow.
Checks for CEOs.
I can admit.
We did it to save an iconic American industry.
In 22,000 foot fall, the Mythbusters are testing whether a turret gunner who plummeted from his plane without a parachute was really saved by a massive explosion on the ground that cushioned his fall. To put this to the test, Harry and Tori have been
You won't believe what happened to us around it. You won't believe what happened to us recently.
straight up falling dead bombs.
So people tried to kidnap the governor of Michigan. And I'm telling you right now, The Wire was going crazy.
We need to get on with the big scale.
I mean, The Wire's been going crazy on that. I mean, someone tried to steal the governor. The Wire went crazy. I mean, I'm not kidding right now. The Wire would, I mean, every single frequency you could think of that does ham radios was overruled. I know some people that use ham radios. They told me that their circuits were going crazy when that happened. He does like a show. He talks to people like I do. I mean, he does a radio show, okay, on his ham radio. He couldn't do a show at all, period, because he told me that he was going to do his show. He usually does, talks to people and stuff. He couldn't even do it at all, period. I mean, he has a stereo wired into his radio. He records on tape and digitizes it. He told me he couldn't do any of that stuff. He told me that the signal was so damn busy, people talking about the governor and stuff, he couldn't do a broadcast at all, which I thought that had to suck.
Feels kind of like the right thing. And with welding skills like this, it's not long before the station train begins to look very magnificent.
But yeah, there was actually people trying to kidnap the governor and try to do stuff. The FBI was. The FBI was on like that, and trust me. I mean, you don't like someone, you don't do what they're trying to do. They're trying to do something that has never been done before. I mean, I don't go into politics that much, but it's just ridiculous. Huh. They're saying the governor got,
Became the steam cannon.
Wow.
Now its final task will be as a bomb casing for us for 22,000 foot fall.
With the casing and the train station running on time, now the boys just need a big bomber and an airman. But that's not going to be so easy.
So, in terms of dropping our airmen, we can't drop them from 22,000 feet because, well, number one, we can't get in the aircraft to fly over an explosion no matter how high they are, and we can't aim from that height and make it hit such a tiny target.
Well, why don't we use balloons? I mean, we lifted you with a balloon before.
Perfect. I'll tell you what. All we need is to get him up to 120 miles an hour. That's a human's terminal velocity. We know that from umpteen myths we've done about people falling. So I'll figure out exactly how high he has to fall from in order to reach 120 miles per hour. And we'll just fly balloons that high.
The key to this myth is
Buster.
terminal velocity, the maximum speed at which an object can fall. When gravity is matched by the force of wind resistance, which for humans works out at around 120 miles an hour. So all that
Yeah, I'm just goofing off. Like, I've been playing games off and on. I've had more games on the channel than usual, and some other things happen. That.
5.5 seconds to reach 120 miles per hour. And that puts him at 487 feet in the air. That's totally doable.
All things considered, it's the cheapest, it's the most practical way to go.
I'll do 500 feet.
Better. Yeah, so let's do it.
All right.
So that's the plan. Instead of a B-17 bomber at 22,000 feet, they'll drop Buster from some weather balloons at 500 feet.
Okay, that works.
Reach terminal velocity as he lands in the exploding train station. So with the balloons checked off,
So yeah, it's been goofing off all week. Just working overtime on this and that, working for a couple hours a day. That's all I'm actually doing, and that's it. So, yeah, pretty much been doing that. I mean, how you been doing? I mean, it's good to know that you're doing great. Cousin has coronavirus, which I have not seen the cousin since Christmas. I haven't seen this person since. I mean, the good news is I haven't seen my cousin that has it since Christmas. So that's pretty good to know. But all those fires and stuff in your area is really, really scary.
With the glass roof in place, it's the perfect small-scale representation of the myth. Not will the ball, playing the role of the airman, slow down at all.
If I can time it right, hopefully, when the ball just touches the glass, I'll set off the airbag and break the fall of the ball. Well, if we continue, we're going to be blowing up the sheet of glass. It's probably a good idea if we give ourselves a little bit of protection.
Plexiglass.
2, 1. Instructions to the bomb goer?
At last, the airbag
Great. Oh, I gotta fix something real quick. Come here, Foxy. Let me fix you.
Moments before it touches the glass, the explosion is triggered, spraying glass shards far and wide.
Next, what we're gonna do, we're gonna drop the ball again into the glass. No explosion this time, and just see how that decelerates the ball.
In 3, 2, 1. Oh, looks like the sticker stayed.
There's more glass shards than accident on a chandelier. But what happened to the ball's speed? Well, side by side, it's clear that the explosion did very little. The balls fall virtually the same in each case, and that's got Gary ready to make some early conclusions.
We're at a point with large-scale build that we could use the information that you've got from your small-scale testing. What do you got?
It's still a little dubious because you got to think about the fact that shockwave, it's going at you at 25,000 feet per second. You're falling at 176 feet per second. And when you hit, it's not exactly an equal and opposite reaction. So, what do you think? Also, you got to consider that there's glass shrapnel flying everywhere.